Here's a scam so shocking, you won't believe it. Thieves are stealing homes with just a pen and some paperwork. Criminals forge your signature, file it with the county, and without any warning, they own your home on record. They can borrow against your equity or sell your property right out from under you. The worst part, you won't find out until collection notices or foreclosure papers show up. Your property needs protection, whether you're home for the holidays or traveling. I trust Home Title Lock. Their $1 Million triple lock protection monitors your title 24/7 and sends urgent alerts when anything changes. Should fraud happen, their U.S.-based team restores your title with coverage up to $1 million. For the holidays, get 20% off any plan, plus a free title history report to find out if you're already a victim at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. Do it now while you're thinking about it. Get your free title history report at HometitleLock.com/Kim. Hi, Kim Komando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call for my weekend national radio show. Socks and sweaters are out. This year, the kids want crypto. I'm Kim Komando for Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50, get 2 lines for only $30 each. Switch now and get your second month free at consumercellular.com/Kim. Get this, nearly half of Gen Zers hope for Bitcoin or Ethereum for Christmas, a BISA survey found. Why? Who wouldn't want to be a crypto millionaire? But also, they grew up during COVID, saw savings accounts earn dust, and watched inflation eat into their first paychecks. So if you do want to give the gift of crypto, buy a crypto hardware wallet. They look a little like a USB stick. I trust the brands Ledger or Trezor. Once you pick one, you set it up, load it with crypto. The most important part, write down the password and the recovery phrase for the crypto. If they lose that code, the money's gone forever. No do-overs. And remember, if you buy $50 worth now, it might only be worth $12 when it's unwrapped. Sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. Next up, a call for my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show. Enjoy! In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick 2. What if you could have all 3? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high-performance environment and spend less than with other clouds. How's it faster? OCI block storage delivers more operations per second. Cheaper, up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better, in test after test, customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. And right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Just go to oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim. Every business is asking the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are endless, and guessing is too risky. But sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors are already making their move. This is exactly the kind of solution I'd turn to. With NetSuite by Oracle, you can put AI to work today. As the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses, it brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together into one single source of truth. That is what makes your AI smarter. It doesn't guess. It actually knows. It can intelligently automate tasks, deliver real insights, help you cut costs, and make AI-powered decisions fast. And this is not some add-on tool. It's AI built directly into the system that runs your business. Whether your company earns millions or hundreds of millions, NetSuite helps you stay ahead of the pack. Right now, get their free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The guide is free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. netsuite.com/Kim. Let's see. How about we start with Bill in Andover, Minnesota. Welcome to the show today, Bill. What happened? You got scammed, it says?
I did, and it's an honor to speak with you, Kim. What happened was, and you had a call, a few weeks ago about a gold scam that was going on. And unfortunately, I happened to kind of be in the middle of one at the same time, but it started out just innocently enough. I got a text message from someone, looking for someone else.
Okay.
I was just trying to be polite, and I said, "I'm sorry, you got the wrong number." And then they continued to keep on the conversation, very friendly. And it was a female.
Okay.
And, after, probably 12, 15 texts back and forth, she goes, "Look, this is my work phone. Do you know how to use WhatsApp?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Well, no, I've actually never heard of WhatsApp." And it's kind of like I tell my kids, it's your world. I'm just trying to live in it. And so she started the conversation on WhatsApp, and it progressed and it progressed and it progressed over a couple week period.
Okay.
And then she started talking about gold futures, and then just asked me, look, set up this account. I get some inside information, and we might be able to share in some profits. But it was just a demo account. I'm familiar a little bit with trading and with futures.
Okay.
So I set up this account, and a couple times a week, she would let me know, okay, go in. There's going to be she called it a signal. And I'd go in and just, practice on the demo account, and pretty much 95% of the time it was right.
Okay.
And I even checked it out on regular, gold futures prices, and the prices all matched, and the move in the gold price matched. So I'm going, this might actually be kind of legitimate. To the point where she convinced me to wire her money, and I wired her money, and we then continued doing real trading.
How much did you wire her?
I started out with $10,000. I told her, I said, because she was looking for $40,000 or $50,000, and I said, well, I'm not gonna, I'm not quite that naive, even though obviously I was. But, so went with $10,000, and we were trading gold futures together. And we're doing, fairly well. I mean, the account had built up to over $70,000. And then, and then of course she was always asking, you got to add more to your account, because then you look how much more you're going to make. And,
right.
And I always refused, until to the point where there was no access to the account anymore, and there was no access to her. And I'm just wondering, is there any possible way of going, the money's the money, I guess, and it'd be nice to have it back, but to try and stop these people from doing that.
So you only lost $10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, only $10,000, but the account had 70.
Oh, that was that was all bogus. That was bogus.
Okay.
I mean, that's all a simulation. It's
okay.
It's a program that runs, and it's programmed to look that way. And it's not hard to simulate this type of thing. And once you put the $10,000 in, if you told her that day I want it back, you would not be able to get it back.
Oh, okay.
So the whole idea is that you're going to put in 10. They're showing you outrageous returns so that you get greedy, and then you give her another $50,000, $20,000, or whatever it may be, and it's probably not even her. This is organized crime. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
And they do slide into your texts under the guise of, "Hi, is this Bob?" or whatever it is. Did you see my cat? Are we having pizza tonight for dinner? Whatever it may be. And you said you're a nice guy. You wanted to be nice. So you're saying, no, You got the wrong number. No, see, and that was the mistake. You were nice. And then you started progressing to talk to her because, let's face it, and I don't mean to be mean with you, Bill, but you had extra time on your hands, right?
Yep.
Okay, because if you were busy, you wouldn't be like, I don't have time for this. You would have just deleted it, okay?
Yep.
Okay, so, can you get your money back? No. You can file a report with the Internet Crime Complaint Center. There's also the Commodities Future Trading Commission. You can file a complaint there. You can file a complaint with your state attorneys general. And I do encourage you to do this because here's the reason why. There are so many people that are getting scammed right now. If our law enforcement, if our government can start putting these pieces together, then maybe, just maybe, we can at least put a dent in trying to stop this. But folks, I have to plead with you. You cannot respond to anybody who contacts you out of the blue. Just don't respond. Just don't do it. And if you need to have a hobby, go see your grandkids, go see your kids, go volunteer at the church, go to the public library. I don't care what you do, but you need to be busy so that this way you don't fall for this stuff. I'm sorry, Bill, that you lost the money, but I'm encouraged that you only lost 10 grand. Hey, want to stay in the tech know without wasting your time? Join nearly 1 million folks who get my free newsletter, The Current, where you see the latest in tech in just 5 minutes every single day. You're just going to love it. It has a 5 out of 5 star rating over on Trustpilot. Sign up right now at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.